Yo, what's up, you guys? It's a Paul again. Paul is my name. All right, so I just want to quickly take you guys through something. The way I take trade, I just want to give you, share the idea of taking trades and my analysis, the way I take trade and what I do, how I make money. Okay, so just follow me through as I share with you here. Okay. Let me just first clear this. So what I do in the market is I am a price action trader. So what I trade most of the time is fair value gap. Okay, that's what I trade. So if you notice here, you see currently I am on gold. So the time frame that I use are 15 minutes time frame, 5 minutes time frame, and 1 minute time frame. But I also use the higher time frame for like the 1 hour time frame and the 30 minutes time frame. So I use the 1 hour time frame to check the bias, the trend, okay, of the market. I also use 30 minutes at times to check the market, okay. But the most important time frame that I use the lowest time frame, the 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and the 1 minute time frame, of course. So the 15 minute and 1 minute time frame, I use them to find my point of interest. I can also use my 1 hour and the 5 minutes, 1 hour and the 30 minutes time frame. I can use to find the point of interest. Even on the lowest time frame, 5 minutes, 1 minute, I can use them to find my point of interest. Okay, it depends on what I want to do. If I'm going to be scalping or I'm going to be doing day trading, if I'm going to be day trading. Alright, as you can see, currently I am on the 1 hour time frame. So let me just move to the 5 minutes time frame. So today I took a trade on gold this morning. Yeah, so my stop loss was, oh sorry for that, my stop loss was somewhere around, I'm coming. Alright, so my stop loss was somewhere around there, and although my initial take profit was somewhere around there, but I had to target this place, which was 1 to 2, even almost 1 to 3. Almost 1 to 3. Yeah, so as you can see, so what I did was I waited for price to trigger a fair value gap right here. Let me show you guys what I'm trying to see. If you see this place here, you see there's a fair value gap right here. You see there's a fair value gap on 15 minutes time frame. There's fair value gap, so I use that as my point of interest. Then I waited for price to trigger the fair value gap. Then I look for confirmation for entry. What I waited for, I went to the 5 minutes time frame for my entry. So to take your entry, you just need to wait for candlestick confirmation. So I waited for this confirmation, this candlestick formation. Yes. So I entered after the closure of this candlestick. Then price later sold a little bit and started going up. So that was how I took my trades today. Yeah, so now if I want to take a new trade on this is from 5 minutes time frame, if I want to take a buy, I make sure that I wait for like a breakout from here. So I wait for a breakout there. So once there is a breakout like this, so once there is a breakout like this and a retracement, so I enter for a buy. But if there is not something like that, then just forget it. There's nothing like you want to buy again. Okay, so that is how I trade, and it's very, very simple, guys. Even let me show you this on BTC USD. So I use this fair value gap trading system on every pair. You can use it on any pair. Okay, I can use it on GBP, JPY, GBP USD, currency pairs, even crypto. Look at this trade I took. Do you see this? I took this last week Friday, and it actually went to a same fair value gap I use. So I can choose my point of interest, my fair value gap point of interest from any time frame. As you can see, we have a big fair value gap right here on the 4 hour time frame. Look at this. There's a big fair value gap right here. So what we'll wait for price to do, look at this, we'll wait for price to come down here. wait for price to come down here to trigger this of fair value gap. So once price trigger, then I expect a candlestick confirmation, then I will now buy. Do you see this? Okay, sorry for that. So now I'm expecting price to get to this my fair value gap. So I'm just going to set, what I'm going to do now is set my alert. So once price just get there, I will be noted. Okay, so I'll just set my alert there. So once price get there, then I'll look for entry. Another way around, you can also go to the 1 hour time frame to see if you can find the fair value gap. Yeah, so on the 1 hour time frame, there's the fair value gap right here also. Do you see that? There's a fair value gap right here. So wait for price to, if you look at this place, you'll see that there is a low. These places are just a low where price will just, price will sweep those lows. There are lows where price is going to sweep. So I just wait for price to come down to my entry. Do you see that, guys? So that is why I'm anticipating to buy BTC USD. So I'll wait for price. And one thing about this strategy is patience. You need patience, especially if you are trading. If your point of interest is from the higher time frame, 4 hour or 1 hour time frame, you have to patiently wait. Okay, you have to patiently wait. So I'm waiting for price to come back into my point of interest. So when price go to my point of interest, I wait for confirmation. Okay, so that is how I trade, guys. So very simple. That's how we make money. And if I don't find my fair value gap point of interest, there's no trade for that day. So once I find point of interest and confirmation, candlestick confirmation is there, then I take trade. And if I didn't find any of those two things, then there's no trade for that day. So that is it, guys.